What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. You saw the topic. We're going to be talking about why I rejected a higher paying job offer. Now, what most people would assume that it's a no-brainer, right? Higher pay, better opportunity, just go for it. But here's the twist. I ended up saying no, just like how I just said. I turned it down, stayed with my current company, and instead I ended up with a promotion and more opportunities where I already am. So in this video, I want to walk you through exactly why I made that choice, the factors I considered, and how I used that situation as leverage to actually improve my career without even switching jobs. If you've ever been torn between chasing more money and staying where you are, then this video is for you. Now let me ask you something. Would you ever walk away for more money? If someone dangled a bigger paycheck in front of you, could you say no? It's not an easy decision, but let me explain how I approached it because the answer isn't as simple as it seems. The first thing I considered was honestly the culture. At my current job, I do feel supported, respected, and part of a team that genuinely values my contributions. The offer on the table sounded exciting on paper, compensation-wise, but I had to be honest with myself, and the culture wasn't the same. I would have to go downtown, 45, 50 minutes with traffic versus a 7-minute commute. The office location and the environment and the people that I met I wasn't really vibing with them like how I do with my current colleagues at work. I have a great manager, great colleagues, and where I'm at right now, the company got acquired and it's supposed to be finalized by the end of October, but I was actually offered, like I said, a promotion and pretty much guaranteed my job through the conversion. Sometimes you have to look beyond just the salary number and ask, am I going to be happy in that environment? Will I thrive there? Or am I going to feel drained every day? For me, no amount of money could outweigh being a place where I didn't feel aligned. Second was work-life balance, protecting my time and energy. The higher payroll came with strings attached. Longer hours, more stress, and less flexibility from the conversations I had with the hiring managers. Sure, the paycheck would have been nice, but I realized I'd be paying for it in other ways. Less time with my family, less time for myself, and more pressure to hit my goals. We don't always think of it this way, but balance does have value. Peace of mind, mental health, time with loved ones, those things are just priceless, right? I didn't want to sacrifice them just to see a slightly bigger number on my bank account every 2 weeks. Another factor was growth. I had to think about my growth, and in my current role, I've been learning, building new skills, and moving toward long-term goals. The other offer might have been a short-term financial gain, but it didn't give me the same opportunities to grow. And here's a piece of advice, guys. I want you to remember, sometimes a job that pays less today can lead for far greater opportunities tomorrow. Growth compounds over time, and for me, staying where I was meant investing in myself and not just in a paycheck. Now, this is the turning point, guys. The leverage. Using the job offer as leverage and turning that into a promotion. Instead of quietly saying no to the offer, I decided to be transparent with my current manager. I had a conversation and explained to him the situation, not in a threatening way, but in a professional way. I basically said, hey, look, I've been offered another role with a higher pay, but I value what I have here, the team, you as my manager, the culture, and the opportunities that lie ahead given the acquisition. That said, I want to make sure I'm being fairly compensated for the work that I'm doing. And guess what? After about a week and a few phone calls that my manager had to make, and ended up opening the door. My company recognized my contributions, and not long after, I ended up with a promotion and not as much compensation, but really not enough to make a huge difference, right? I'll sacrifice a little bit of pay just to be with the current company, continue that growth, and know the people that I work with and have the flexibility that I currently have. By staying, I not only kept the culture and growth that I valued, but I also improved my position without having to jump ship. Sometimes the best move isn't leaving, it's using the situation to advocate for yourself where you already are. So yeah, I turned down more money, but I didn't walk away empty-handed. I gained clarity, I grew my confidence, and I learned how to advocate for my own worth. And honestly, that's a lesson I'd like to share with everyone. Don't just chase money, think about the whole picture, your values, your growth, your balance, and yeah, your leverage. It's not always about the bigger paycheck. Sometimes the smartest move is doubling down where you are and making it work better for you. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever turned down a higher paying job? Or maybe you're in the middle of that decision right now. Would you use an outside offer just like how I did as leverage to negotiate where you are? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I like to hear your stories. Guys, I promise I'm going to be more consistent with these videos. I think I got it locked down now as far as my scheduling and when I'll have time to make these videos. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to be making similar videos on similar topics, so I would greatly appreciate it. And remember, guys, money matters, but so does your happiness, balance, and growth. The paycheck is just one part of the bigger picture. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.